Hello, and welcome to another episode of Sorry about the noise if you hear background fans or whatever. It is frickin' hot. Okay, it's been hot this whole damn week, and we're not even in summer yet. So today we're going to be working on spaghetti, and I'm going to apologize to any Italian viewers out there. No, I am not Italian, and this is not going to be traditional Italian spaghetti. But it is a good recipe, and if you want something that's like heartwarming and heartening for dinner without heartworms, this is a good meal to do. Normally, I would say you're going to start with noodles, and what you do is you basically bring a giant pot of water to a boil, and then you dump in like angel hair spaghetti, and basically keep stirring it until it's all good to go. Except I already did spaghetti this week, and I ruined my pot because I was too busy working on the sauce that I wasn't constantly stirring. So a lot of the noodles, they got stuck to the bottom, and when I was trying to clean it, I scraped up hell like the coating on the bottom of the pan. But normally you just boil a pot of water, put those noodles in, and then you strain it in either a strainer, colander, whatever you want to call it, but you use one of those. So we're not going to worry about that. The first thing we are going to do is cook our sausage, which I got 2 packages of these. They're sausage links, Farmer John, and they're only 7 ounces. So I'm going to do a meatier sauce this time, so that's what we're going to start with. So yeah, we're just going to dump this in here, like that. Put these in here. Yes, I did wash my hands. Or did I? That's for you guys to wonder. And we just kind of like do that until it's all like round and mixed up. So you definitely want to cook your sausage thoroughly. You can definitely see here, like this part is much more cooked because it's browner, but this is like redder. And I don't know, sausage is kind of weird because it's kind of like this weird gray color. It's not like beef that literally turns like brown. It's more like a weird grayish brown, but you can see like how juicy that is. That's definitely raw. A lot of this is up here is raw. So you need to just keep stirring it and just letting it cook so the meat gets thoroughly cooked. Our sausage is really starting to look good. I'm going to give it a few more minutes simply because, well, trust me, raw sausage doesn't taste very good. So, still going to give it a few more minutes for that. I'll introduce you to my veggies here. I got an onion, celery, and a carrot. So one thing I did with the celery was cut off the ends because they were kind of brown. And I don't want my spaghetti to taste like dirt. I don't know about you guys, but I don't want to eat dirt. So maybe I'm picky. I don't know. I'm actually going to do the same thing to the carrots here before, really dicing those up. And the onion I had peeled and removed the top layer. It's kind of an old onion, but I use an entire onion in my sauce mixture. Okay, sausage is looking pretty good. A little bit burnt, a little bit too. You can tell with those darker spots. So I'm just going to lift it up and drop it into the strainer. Once again, we're not using the strainer because of already cooked noodles. I am going to scrape that out. So I'm going to need my second hand right now. But this whole got done, all that got done when I was chopping up the celery. So 1 second here. No, I did not grow another pair of hands, tentacle hands, to do this. I'm actually having Nicole film right now because it's kind of an important thing. You always want to be careful when cutting because it's very easy to slice your hands, especially when people distract you. No, I don't mean to deliberately point my knife at my pregnant wife's stomach. That is not a threatening gesture. I am merely trying to talk with my hands and be funny. So supposedly, you cutting like this has more control over the thing, holding the thing that you're cutting, and doing this is not, it feels like you have more control, but I think it's one of those chaos theory things. It's an illusion of control. But at the same time, when you have tiny ass little pieces, it's kind of hard to not hold it with your knuckles, because I don't know how you're supposed to hold it. That piece went on the floor. We're not putting that in the sauce. Exactly my point. So you need to hold both sides of it, but just be careful when you're doing it. Otherwise, you could wind up seriously slicing off, say, your thumb, like I did at one of my older jobs. Well, not really my thumb, but a nail of my thumb. Okay, guys? Alrighty, I'm over 40 minutes into this, and I'm still not actually making the sauce just yet. So now, we're got to take our sliced veggies, and we're just going to drop them in the blender. Why do I have a blender and not a food processor? Well, the funny thing is this actually includes a food processor, but it doesn't work very well. So we're just going to do 2 handfuls for now, because once again, if you dump this all in, it's just not even going to work. So we're going to put the lid on. Ooh, them onions. They are messing with my shinishness right now. Yeah, see, it has a tendency of just like jamming, and you need to finagle the crap out of it. So give me a second here. I'm going to be like, do this. I unplug. Safety is important. Then take this knife that I used to slice the crap out of these vegetables and just jimmy it. Remember to unplug the blender before doing this, as to not really have a storm of blades coming into your face, because that's definitely unpleasant. Another handful. About 2 handfuls. Okay. Plug. Yeah, see, even still, doesn't want to come loose. It does not really want to move. It's moving, just very slowly. There we go. Yes, I have it on the high liquefy setting. Whee! There it's going. Now it's going. I always worry about hitting that off switch. Feel like the whole thing is going to come loose and come right into my face. Once again, storm of blades. It is almost time to actually start working on our sauce. I got my pot here. There we go. One thing I forgot to mention is I have my setting on low. You don't want to have it on high. You want it to do a slow cook so the nice flavors get in there. Also, with the sausage, same thing. I had it on low. That way, if you have it on high, it has a tendency of cooking the outside without giving it enough time to cook the inside. So, we're going to get started with this. This is what I got going on. I got 2 cans of tomato sauce, which are 15 ounces a can. I got oregano, basil, rosemary, and black pepper. So we're going to take 1 can of tomato sauce, dump it in. This is where I had to apologize for any Italian viewers. I recycled the aluminum cans because no, I'm not going to do fresh tomato sauce. I don't really know how to do that, nor do I have the time. So I'm going to do 2 big shakes of pepper. Look at that. Okay. Oregano. Wrong side. Couple shakes of this, because you want to have that nice herby kind of taste to it. I guess it's an herb. I keep opening the wrong side. So this is not a proper measurement kind of deal. This is strictly, you put it in and you taste how it is. So this is rosemary. So we do that. We take our vegetable shake here. We just kind of plop that all in there. Isn't that yummy looking? It's like a frickin' thing of colors here. This stuff always gets stuff in here. Stuck in there. Now, one thing I do want to say is you don't have to do the blender. If you want a chunkier spaghetti, you can just cut it up and everything if you have like a better knife and stuff. So, next is the secret ingredient, which might piss off some people. Sugar. Not a whole lot of sugar. Just enough. A quarter cup. So, the reason why is it gives it a little bit of sweetness. If I could just finagle the thing into the thing. White gold. No, thank you, Nicole. I got it. So we're just gonna plop that in there. Okay. And now, move that out of the way. We can get our sausage, which should be nice and degreasified. Unswaddled, baby. Come on. I need my other hand right now. Baby unswaddled. It's already kind of bubbling. Let's just pour that all in there. That greasy goodness. Alright. So, now we're going to do this again. We're going to put in the second thing of tomato sauce. Another big shake. Wrong side. Big shake of black pepper. I like my sauce a little bit spicy. There we go. And then a few more shakes of the herbs. Once again, I actually doubled up on the sausage this time, so it's going to be meatier. Last time I did this, it was kind of runny and liquidy, which is okay. So just shaking that all. This stuff does not really want to come out too well. There we go. Alright. And then, guys, it is time for the frickin' Star Wars holiday special technique of
stir, whip, 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 stir. Stir, whip, 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 stir. Come on, faster all together now. Cooking can be fun. Stir, whip, 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 stir. Stir, whip, stir. Wah!
Alright. I actually do really like that. I should probably get that on an apron or something. But yeah, you just kind of mix this all up. Get all those flavors together. I mean, everything here is just fully cooked already. So now, all you're doing is really stirring all the ingredients together. All that spice, that sweet, sweet sugar. Making a mess. Because spaghetti always does make a mess on the freshly clean oven. Just clean the shit out of this oven. Okay. That is good. I like that. And no, I'm not going to wash this spoon before stirring it. The only one that's sharing this meal with me is my wife. So, and she's already going on 8 months pregnant. So, I don't think we have to worry about germs. Now, I'm sure you're wondering, Mad Wolf, if the sauce is done and you covered it and it's made a mess and it's already exploded on your foot, why is this video still going? Well, the truth of the matter is spaghetti doesn't go well without its most important side, How dare you interrupt me? That important side is burning my hand. It's garlic bread. And this is probably one of the best things about this. So what we have here is we have basically 3 rolls that I cut into 6. I have a spoon, which I'm going to mix up this butter. I'm just gonna spoon it on each thing. Don't make fun of my spooning abilities. So we do this, spread this all nicely around, or try to. This is about a tablespoon of butter. Just put it on there and then we'll spread it. And the spoon is actually much more easy to do this because with the butter knife, it just kind of tears the bread, unless it's like a really good butter knife or something. So anyway, there's 2 things to doing this. So one, you got to get as much butter as you can on one side because it's going to function almost like a glue, and you don't want to put actual glue on your food. No, I'm not talking out of experience. I'm not that stupid. We're going to be like, pour. Okay. Pour. 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 Every last drop. Which I think that's good. Okay. Yes, there's the mess. And just keep spreading it. Spread that butter. Actually, I forgot. While I'm doing this, I probably should have preheated the oven. So, oven. Come over here, put it to 350 degrees. I will pop up the calculation for the Europeans who don't use Fahrenheit. But yeah, butter should be nicely spread. So then I take this stuff, this minced garlic. You can use your own garlic. But I don't know, this is kind of the faster way of doing things. I'm sure you figured it out, but I like a lot of garlic and a lot of onion. Then we take our mozzarella, shredded mozzarella. And just pour that on there. Just a mountain of mozzarella cheese. The messier it is, the better it's going to taste. So as you can see, we got a cat here, and I'm just going to pop this in the oven, and my battery came up saying I only got 5% left. Yay. So we pop that in the oven. We're going to cook that for about 5 minutes. Alright, it's been a little bit more than 5 minutes. That's my own fault because I didn't let the oven preheat long enough. Also, sorry if the video quality changed, as I'm actually using Nicole's phone right now. My phone wanted to kill the battery. So anyway, yeah, it's 4:26 now, and those are actually looking pretty good. It's still a little bit not melted enough, but I'd say they're pretty good to pull out. That's not my oven mitt. This is my oven mitt. Woo! There we go. And that, as they say, is that. What you do is you basically make a bowl, you get the pasta noodles at the bottom, you put that hot sauce, hot sausagey spaghetti sauce on top, or if you really want to go wild, you put the spaghetti noodles on the bread, and then you just slather it with spaghetti sauce, and it is delicious. So I'm kind of wondering if these are going to have structural integrity or if they're going to need a fork. I think they might need a fork due to how much cheese I dumped on there. but they do taste pretty bomb. I know because I've done these before. So that's the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you found it enlightening. And until I see you guys in the next show, just remember, Die Hard is a perfect movie for the holiday season. And stay cool.